welcome back to Life, Death, and Everything in Between, and Beat the Undertakers. Week 1 is done, and we're going to be getting ready for Week 2. We're going to start out by looking at Week 1's standings. Brian, what do we have there in Week 1?
Well, looks like we got the banker came in here with all of his cliff notes and everything and took us to the cleaners, even though he was 4 for 4, 4 and 4, but he got 8 points with the 4-point lock. Bob 7-1, 7-1.
Before we even go there, whose idea was it to have a 4-point lock pick is what I want to know.
That been you, Feinbaum.
I don't think so.
That was you, Paul Feinbaum. That was all on you.
I don't think that. I would not say that. Was that you, Wes?
No, it wasn't me.
So I have a 7-1 record, and I get beat by the banker.
Maybe it was the banker.
It probably was.
Bankers never lose.
That's for sure.
Well, if you guys, there's our. He wasn't in yet, but he couldn't help himself. He already had to jump in. So we've got Marty Hermson's going to be our guest today to try to beat us Undertakers. Marty has been a long-time teacher here in Albia and also a coach. How many years have you been teaching?
33.
33 years. Marty is definitely, when you think of a teacher in Albia, he would say that Marty's probably one of the most well-respected teachers and coaches in Albia.
I would agree.
Wes didn't go to school here, but he's been here long enough to know that.
I coached against Big Wesley.
He did.
That's right, he would have. Yep. Marty's definitely, I would say the definition, when you think of a teacher, you'd want somebody that you can trust 100% with your kids, and that would be Marty Hermson. I think everyone in town would say that. I can even say back when I was in school, sometimes Marty might tell you what you needed to hear, but maybe you didn't want to hear. I know I was part of that a couple times, and I needed to hear what he had to say. I might not have liked it, but I was glad he told me. If I was messing up, he would tell me. So
Did you guys almost get in a fight once?
that's true.
I thought so.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Welcome, Marty. And hey, got to kind of like that shirt you got on after that big comeback over the Bears.
The Bears, the Vikes. Yeah, I've been a Viking fan my whole life, so had to represent the day after because my superintendent, Richard Montgomery, is a huge Bears fan, so I had to make sure I wore that.
I hear you. Feinbaum's a Bears fan, too.
Oh, God.
I'm good.
I actually had a high school, well, not a classmate of mine, but a high school alumni that played in that 85 Bears team.
You did?
I did. Henry Waxter.
I was going to say
Got the last 2 points, and he got a safety in that Super Bowl game.
No
I remember
kidding.
him.
Yep.
That's
Played
crazy.
at Nebraska.
Yes, he did.
I think I'm going to grow my sides out. I can be just like old Paul.
Well,
That would be awesome.
I could do
there's
it.
already
I think I can
a
pull
lot
it
of
off.
similarities.
I
And
think I
get
can
your
do it.
round glasses.
Okay.
Peptide for that?
Well, there's probably one for everything. Speaking of that got me thinking. As I'm looking at these standings here, I kind of ran across a little problem here, and I don't know how I'm going to explain this without us getting shut down on YouTube and everything else, but I'm just going to go out and say it. You know how, like Big Farm, when there's like new science comes up and stuff, and sometimes Big Farm doesn't like it, and they get things shut down. If they're not going to be the ones making money on it, they get it shut down. Well, I've ran into a similar situation with Big Casino. So this is just for charity, first off, okay? But what has happened is people started following my picks so much, and Big Casino didn't like it. So I've been getting threats, and I wasn't sure how to handle it. And this was before the last night's game. So, and they were telling me that we need to stop doing this. And I was like, I thought it was a joke at first, but no, come to find out it's a Big Casino realizing how good I am at this because I had a 7-0 record going into it. So, of course, I went with my heart the last game. But so just a disclaimer, I'm not a gambler, okay? This is just for charity. These are just guesses, so don't be going and betting your house, your farm on my picks. Now, I know I'm good at it, but just please be careful as you're doing this. So I just wanted to get that out of the way as we move on. So
You are so dumb.
Wow.
So,
Holy cow. Okay.
okay, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
So
Right,
That's
pull
so
out
you
a
don't
Billy.
get sued.
Yeah.
Somebody loses the game. They
Somebody
come
pull
back
out the
and
Billy
find you.
Madison.
yeah,
quote.
I was getting a lot of phone calls. It was a bad deal, but I just
hope
got to get that
it's-
disclaimer
Yikes.
out there before we
Just hope
continue.
it's not a mafia-backed casino.
Yeah.
I know. So
Broken fingers.
that's going to take us to the AP top 25. So we had it up for last week. Not a lot of big changes at the top, is there? I mean, LSU, did they climb a little bit maybe? Nobody
Not
knows.
sure, but I still think Penn State's a little bit overrated.
We're going to find out soon enough. Miami, they're at 5. Iowa State did go. They would have went up a couple spots, right?
They did. I think they were 22
Yep.
last week.
But I don't think there's a whole lot of movement there. Anything that stands out to any of you guys? That
South Florida,
South Florida jumped in there.
18, they weren't even listed.
Yeah,
They
they
beat,
were not.
sure.
they beat Florida, who Florida, I believe, is still overrated also, though.
Who's coaching down at South Florida now?
Goalie, she was an assistant at Iowa State for quite a few years.
That's what I thought.
Right.
That's what I thought. Very cool.
And I'll tell you what, Missouri moved in at 25, and I watched them. They got a good team. They let Kansas get them down early, then they came back, and that quarterback's something. And he was picking between Iowa and Missouri when he was in the transfer portal last year, that Bo Prabula.
oh, sure.
He's
Yeah.
a good quarterback.
We got a lot of Big 10 teams there in the top 25.
But I think Iowa did pretty good with Gronkowski, so we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah. Let's move on. Did we get any votes this week?
You know what?
Did the Hawks get any votes this week?
No. No.
What?
I was hopeful. I was hopeful.
Okay.
I think they got to show a little more offense before that happens.
Yeah. A couple big plays.
Yeah.
A couple big plays.
It's a long year though, so they'll get it going. Barron's always gets it going. They'll be right there, won't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
What do you think, Brian? No? Okay.
What was the question?
Okay.
I was looking. I was sitting here thinking of the Knoxville. What was the
Yeah,
question?
it's the scratches on the helmet again,
CTE
folks. The
is a
CTE
real
is
deal.
kicking in.
What's that?
Well, should we get right into the games?
Let's do it.
We're going to start with Wes.
Ooh, okay.
So we're going to do the same routine. We're going to go this way, and then vice versa.
Okay.
So first game on the slate is Knoxville, which is actually 0-2, just so you see when you see the record up there. They are 0-2, not 0-1.
Okay.
And they will be playing Albie at home, who's now 1-1. Albie had a big win over the weekend, so they got back on track. So
Yeah, they did. Played well last Friday. And I'm thinking that they're going to carry that momentum into this week. I don't know much about Knoxville. Anybody?
I have.
Anybody?
I know
You
nothing.
do?
Been
Okay.
watching some film.
Okay. Nice. You've been
he's not-
scouting.
he's not
Yeah,
telling
you're
any
still helping
secrets.
out the football team, aren't
Yeah, a
you?
little bit.
Okay. A little inside track.
Yep.
All right. Good thing that this game can't
They
be
got
your
a little
lock
lefty
pick.
quarterback that's not bad.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm going roll demon all the way. I think the boys are coming off a big win and excited for a new week, a new challenge.
I think they're going to be excited to actually play at home. This will be our first true home game, so I think they're going to be fired up, and I'm taking the Demons also.
Field shaping up to be all right.
Should be good. They were
Yeah.
painting it. They were working on it today.
Okay. Nice.
Well, like I said, I'm like Marty. I don't know much about Knoxville, but I do know that it's Jerry Staten dedication night, and I have a lot of respect for Coach Staten. So I think Big Blue's going to go out and get him a win for Coach Staten.
That's awesome. I would have the same sentiments. I think it's going to be a very, very good game. Knoxville got beat bad by Mount Pleasant, but that score was a little deceiving because their first two possessions, they turned it over immediately for touchdowns. So they played Centerville pretty tough. It's going to be a good game, and I'm hoping we get Parker Heeman back. I think he's cleared to go this week at running back. And I think Kipton Lawrence coming back last week really helped with the kicking details. I'm taking the Blue Demons too. It's going to be a very, very close game.
What's Kipton Lawrence? Is he a lineman? Was that Jared Lawrence's boy? Or
That is Jared Lawrence's boy. Kipton does a lot. He did all the kicking. We're very thin. We share a lot of bodies, both sides of the ball. Just helps having that. And then with the addition of Parker Heeman coming back off of injury off of week 1, I think that'll be a big boost as well for us.
Sure.
Across the board.
Are all big blue. It's going to take us to our second game, which is Georgia at Tennessee.
Boy, and I think I'm picking first on this.
Yep. 4.5 points.
I got to go with the home team. I'm not wild about the points. Georgia is good. I know that. I think Tennessee at home, I think it's enough. I think they can cover that. I think 4.5 is all right. I'm taking Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tennessee just for the simple fact it is at home. I don't think we're looking at the same Georgia teams we've seen in the past 5-6 years. Tennessee's tough at home. That place will be rocking, so I'm going to go with the Volunteers.
I'm not liking this already because I'm going with Tennessee also. And we're not doing this week, so we need to start picking different. But 4.5 points, I like Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee.
I mean, Bob, like I can respect that you're so good at all of your picks, but I'm going to go with the Bulldogs.
Good.
Okay.
Because you look like you were so good last week.
I kind of want to buck the system. I mean, 4-4 is respectable. 500.
What's your
you
notes say there,
Yeah, what
Banker?
do you got for
What do my
yeah.
notes say? And also it just says historically Georgia's had the upper hand in recent matchups.
Who told you that?
Listen,
Is that Chad?
I have a
Herschel
secret
Walker played?
It's
algorithm.
like a Chat GPT.
Secret algorithm that came up. I was like, hey, I need something
That's
to go
why you
by
were
here.
late.
So
You
Yeah.
had to stop at the bank and pick that up from Dan.
Yeah,
I
Dan
actually
did it
needed
for
a
him.
coffee. I had that afternoon lull. I needed a coffee before this deal. So
So Chat GPT says Georgia.
it says Georgia.
All right.
All right.
We'll see.
AI.
Come
So
on.
on this week's standings, we need to put
Ooh, what's
Chat
next?
GPT on there too.
Yes.
So-
Yeah,
Yes, we
slash
do.
Wes
Yeah.
Ashelman.
Hang on a second. What do you got next? You got Texas A&M and Notre Dame, or what do you
We
got
are
next?
going to so
Ooh,
get it out.
there's like a lot
This is
of
big
notes
one,
on this
too.
one.
Florida at
There's
LSU.
a lot of notes
I
on
wonder-
this.
LSU minus 9.5. That's a lot of points for a top 20.
Why do we think that is?
Florida is still ranked, aren't they? They didn't go out of the rankings.
Nope, they were not ranked.
They dropped out after the
Yes.
loss. Okay.
USF went in,
Rivalry game.
Florida went out.
Yep.
I don't know.
You need to do some more
Wes,
reading because you're
your
first.
pick.
I do. It's my turn.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get the highlight reel here.
Goodness.
God, there's a
So when
lot of
you're done
stats, a
reading.
lot of stuff going on. I think LSU is going to stay hot. I think they're going to stay hot.
You're
They're going to
thinking?
keep rolling. Yeah. 30 points a game in their last 5 matchups. I don't know how old this is actually. What have they got in the first 2? I don't even know.
Well, this is the best start LSU's had with their new coach. I can tell you that.
well.
He's something. So
Yeah,
you
2-0
wanna
is
stick
about
with-
as good as
wanna
you can
stick with
do.
him, you stick with him.
I'm gonna ride.
Okay. I'm not taking LSU. I'm just not. Their coach is the old Notre Dame coach. Not a big fan of him. I'm surprised
They
they're
were your
2-0.
team.
I said the coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Now Notre Dame, we got the best coach in the nation now. So Florida's going to go to LSU. I'm not saying Florida's going to win, but they are not losing by 9.5. It's going to be a tight game.
Well, I watched some of the Florida game last week, and it's kind of weird. Look at the monitor. It says Florida State. Who is it? Is it Florida or Florida State?
It does say
Well, I mean, what's going on? I'm all confused all of a sudden because Florida State's
Yeah, we
not
have a
bad.
Gator. And where's the Seminoles? I hope it's Florida playing LSU.
Well, I think it is.
Okay.
Pretty sure it is. And I watched Florida play, and not impressed. They don't have it. I know they got beat by South Florida, but Death Valley. Is it Death Valley? Is that what they call that down there in Louisiana?
Yes, it is. No. Death Valley is
Isn't that
Penn
both
State,
of them?
isn't
I
it?
thought it was two.
It is, yeah.
Death
Penn
Valley.
State is Death
Yeah.
Valley.
Penn State.
Happy Valley.
Happy Valley. Oh, we're making
Just
ourselves
a little-
we're making ourselves look real smart.
We got
right
the
now.
expert picks here.
You are right. It is Death Valley then. Getting
Wow.
happy and death.
It's gonna be-
confused
it's gonna be-
in a funeral home.
LSU's. I think LSU is. To tell you the truth, I think they're going to beat them, and it's going to be really bad.
You do, huh?
Yes, that's 9.5 points ain't squat.
So you're a big Kelly guy now.
So I'm not a big Kelly guy. I do not like him.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going with LSU in a rout.
LSU is out. Oh, here we go again.
Wow. We got a cat in the house.
He was here last
Big
week.
cat. Yeah. I'm leaning that way too. As much as it kills me to say anything about Brad Beckwith and the LSU Tigers, but I think they're going to win. I think they're going to cover it. I think it's going to be like a 13-point win. I mean, that's kind of. I think that's what it's going to be.
This might have just made my mind up, folks, because when it comes to locks, I don't know if you guys looked at last week, but there was 2 games. I'm the only one that went one way, and guess what happened those 2 games?
Bam.
Victories. So I think that you might have just made my lock.
You're pretty good, Bob.
Yeah, you were good, Bob.
So there we go. We got
Well, community.
you 3 with LSU, and I'm Florida or Florida State or whoever. I'll take Florida State too. It
Florida,
doesn't
it's
matter.
Florida.
So, okay, Florida. Oh, here it is, the big game, and we're going to start with Marty. Texas A&M at Notre Dame. This is the game of the week. I think it might be one of the only. Well, there's a few ranked matchups, but this is definitely the game of the week.
I haven't watched either one of these teams play, and I don't really know much about either one. It is at Notre Dame. Boy, I hate betting against Jesus. But I am. I'm going to take Texas A&M. I think it's going to be a 3-point game either way.
Notre Dame was off last weekend, coming off the loss to Miami.
They're going to be fired up.
I believe they are, but that 6.5 scares me a little bit. Seems kind of high. I'll get with you on Sunday on this one.
What?
Nope, I'm going to go ahead, and I think Notre Dame is going to win, but I ain't going to cover the 6.5, so I'm going to have to go with Texas A&M.
Yeah. I don't like the spread at all. I think it is a lot of points. Even it being at South Bend, and honestly, I think Notre Dame's going to win also, but I'm taking A&M.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
I am.
Here you go, Wes.
6.5.
Here's your chance to.
Listen, I'm not bucking you guys on this one. I think this is going to be a close game, decided, somewhere probably from 3 to 7. I think it's going to be tight, but I think A&M. I'm taking A&M.
We're all A&M.
Wow.
That's going to move us to the NFL, and the first game's a Thursday night game at Green Bay. I don't know if you guys watched Green Bay play last week, but they look tough. And they got Washington coming in, and Washington's no slouch either, so this ought to be a heck of a good game.
What, the first, 7 games for the Packers are at home or what?
Are they really?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it
Yep.
seems like get home cooking right off the bat.
Yeah.
So you can,
They're good at home. And that linebacker there's looked pretty good for not getting out there too much, but he was in a lot of plays.
There you go. Cool. Starting with me?
It's you.
Yep. Okay. I'm going Green Bay. Green Bay, close to home. Got the Commanders coming to town. I like Green Bay in this. They've seemed to be looking pretty good and going with the flow. So that's where I'm at.
And I'm taking the Commanders. I think Green Bay is going to win, but I think Washington will cover.
Green Bay looked good. Plus, they're at home. I'm going with the Packers.
I'm with Bobby on this one. I like the Commanders, and it would not surprise me if they won this game.
No, wouldn't me either. So we're split on this game.
All right.
And we'll be starting with Marty, another big. I mean, look at this is like last week. All these games we have are tight spreads. We got
Sunday
the Eagles at Chiefs.
afternoon, Eagles at the Chiefs. Oh, oh boy. I'm going to go with Kansas City. I don't know if that's. I don't know, man. That's a salty game.
It is.
I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I just don't think Mahomes is gonna. I think he'll do enough to get it done.
Yep.
I do. That's just. That's a good game. I'm gonna stick with the Chiefs though.
Eagles pretty much pummeled them in the Super Bowl. Chiefs are 0-1. They're at home. I think they got revenge on their mind, and I'm going with Kansas City.
I mean, it's just tough. Kansas City at home, they're tough as can be. I mean, I could see this game going either way. I just can't believe I'm going to do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just
Can
can't.
do it. It's just.
I'm taking the Eagles, and I think it's the dumbest thing to do because I bet against the Chiefs. No, I don't bet, but I picked against the Chiefs every game, last year, and I got busted every time doing it. But I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay. I'm Red Kingdom all the way, right? They're coming off of a tough loss. I don't look for them to, perform in a similar fashion 2 times in a row. I think they're going to come out, they'll be a little salty and take down the Eagles at home.
I like being different. I'm the only Eagles pick.
Well, wasn't those your winners last week?
That's right.
Okay.
We're with Wes on this one. Bucks at Texans.
Bucks at Texans. Tampa Bay down to Texas. Okay.
Shake and bake. Shake and bake.
Shake it before you bake it.
I don't know. I think I like. What do I like? I think I like the Buccaneers
Look at
here
your paper. You
for
don't know
no
what you
reason.
like.
I don't even
Just see what
know.
AI says.
It says the Buccaneers typically have a much stronger roster and more playoff experience than the rebuilding Texans.
Well, there you go.
Texas has only been
Bucks
in the
are
league for
heavily
7 years.
favored,
Yeah,
but in the NFL, nothing is guaranteed.
that's
what it says.
that really clarifies for you.
Right? Yeah. So no help at all.
Nope.
Right? No help at all. But I'm going Bucks.
Do your own research next time.
Exactly.
'Cause
I
this is
mean,
horrible.
It's embarrassing to
It is
see
a
it
little
on air,
like,
and
dude.
then do it on air.
You're coming from like a football player that doesn't watch a lot of football, and you knew that coming into this. Like you were like, "Hey, you're going to have to study up a little bit." Yeah.
Family
But
man.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bucks. I like shake and bake. I got a shake and bake shirt actually. So I'm taking the Bucks.
Okay.
Boy, this is another tough one. Houston's at home. They're 0-1. I'm going to have to go with Houston. I think Houston's going to take care of them.
I'm with Baker on this one. I think the Texans are going to ride it out. I just do. I think they're going to beat them by more than that. That might even be my lock. Right
No
there.
kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
Calling the lock already.
Well,
They still got Nico Collins. Is he still the receiver on?
I don't know.
I bet he is. He's an animal.
I don't. I'm not the one with the cheat sheet.
Yeah, you knew about Nico.
What do you got for?
It ain't really working.
Is he on that
Yeah.
roster?
I got nothing. Yeah.
I got no injury
I probably
report.
didn't ask the right questions. I'm assuming.
So we've got Marty taking, and he already called his lock. So let's go ahead and.
What? Not,
You weren't not.
don't we
Real?
have more games yet?
Yeah, you
He's
did.
backpedaling. He's
let's-
backpedaling.
I thought you were going to call it already.
I'm fresh, but I'm liking that so far as my lock.
I think that's taking us to the final game of the week, and that's going to be the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. And we got a Lions. This spread actually changed on us right after the Bears game, after they choked that thing away.
Must win for both teams.
Yeah, it's a big division game. So Lions minus 5.5, and we are starting with Marty.
I'm taking the Lions all the way. I think last week was a little bit of a fluke for them.
I'm sorry, Marty, but I don't know what he's doing.
Brian, you're making me real nervous. I mean, that you and I helmet has
We
a
got
lot of
O.J. Simpson.
scratches.
O.J. Simpson over here.
If the glove doesn't fit, must have quit. It's not one of those gloves. It's not a winter glove though, Bobby.
It's not.
Meet you in the bombing room, Marty.
I am taking the Lions, and I think they'll cover. I think it'll be good. Bears looked real rocky. I mean, they should have buried the Vikings. The Vikings, JJ started off so bad. They should have had them down by a lot. But I think the Lions will regroup, and I think they'll go to town on the Bears this week.
Well, this is where I like to break out the hat, and Feinbaum brought me his.
What is that?
Can we elaborate on this
Be
nickname?
putting my hand on that, but I don't even think this one's going to be close. 5.5. It's going to be a rout. Going with the Lions.
Wow.
Back with the Lions.
Down with the bear hat.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. It was frustrating watching the Bears last night because just like they teased me. Come out that first drive, looked great, and it's like, here we go. We're in the Ben Johnson era. He's got Caleb playing fabulous, and then what? It's just like, what the heck? Defense is playing fabulous in the first half, and then we get to the fourth quarter, and everything just falls apart. And it just reminded me of all last year. Bears had some great times during the year that they looked great, but they could not finish a game. And then here we are again. But you remember last week?
Fingernail polish. I mean, they breathe that in. It affects their play.
Yeah, I don't really care for that either. But
how could I?
But
Who you picking?
let me get there. Do you remember last week though when I talked about the Lions and I said the big thing about when you guys all took them, I said the big thing about the Lions though is they lost their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator, and I think it proved that maybe I was right, about that. And guess what? I think the Bears are going to Detroit and they're going to take this game, and I think they're going to win this game. And I got the Bears.
Wow, is that a lock?
It may be.
Yes, that's Bob's lock.
It may be.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Brian, before I take my pick, can you elaborate on this nickname that you got for Bob?
Because he doesn't know who Paul is.
Paul Feinbaum, he's Mr.
I don't,
SEC.
yeah. Help
SEC.
me.
And he's got his own show, and he knows everything about football, and he's probably never ever worn a jock.
Got it.
So, and
Okay.
Bob puts glasses on, and he kind of looks like him. So Bob's got to grow a little hair on the side.
You got to look him up.
And
Okay.
so
All right.
on the Iowa board last year on Rivals, they was SAB separated at birth. Did anybody ever look at that? We'll have to do that.
We'll have to.
Okay.
We'll have to
pull
put
some stuff up.
We'll have Abigail slide the
There we
image of
go.
him in for this episode.
There we go. There we go. Gotcha.
Who are you taking?
I put me down for the Bears. I'm going to roll with Bob since he's so smart.
Nice.
He's so smart, and they're coming off of that shaky finish. So, be nice to see them come back and play like they can.
Yeah, I like it.
Go get them, Jack.
Yes, look like we got much competition this week, Marty.
Well, I'm honestly not confident in any of these picks this week. So
There's a lot of good games on that
there
board.
is. That's going to take us to our locks. Does anybody want to be the first to jump out with their lock?
I feel like you already did.
Can we get a list of the games?
Marty,
Can we
yeah.
get a list of the games again?
We can go back through here. So we got Bears and Lions. We got Bucks at Houston.
I'll take Houston as
There
my
it is.
lock.
He's taking. There we got the lock.
Marty's got Houston.
We got Eagles at Chiefs. No one's taking that one. Washington and Green Bay.
That's my lock.
You're taking Washington?
No, I'm taking Green Bay. That's my
That's a
lock.
little conflict of interest. Can you pick it both ways?
I wouldn't be
Can you
surprised.
pick it
Trust me.
both ways?
I would not be surprised. Wes, you know who you're taking?
My lock's the Bucks.
The Bucks.
You already passed it, but my
Okay.
lock's the Bucks.
And my lock is the Chicago Bears again. They're not going to do it to me again, are they? I'm taking the Bears for my lock. So that's all the picks this week. Before we go, we do have to say, Big Dan beat
Banker
us.
Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
And I've got my check right here. He declared that his charity was the Welcome Home Soldier Fund. So Wes and I both have a $100 check going to the Welcome Home Soldier. So we're glad to do it.
Yep.
But
Great
we
Go to good
don't
use.
like to
Yep.
lose.
Great cause.
Go to good use. Yep.
And that's going to take us to Marty picking his charity. You got a charity that you're going to...
I do. I am going to go stick with my old teaching partner and pal, Mary Sauter, and the, I don't even know what it's
Pay it
called.
forward.
forward.
Pay it forward.
Pay it
Very
forward.
good.
Yep, fabulous choice.
Mary does a great job with that and puts a
does
ton
it.
of time, and I don't know how she does it, but she does it, and she's got a lot of fabulous helpers with that, and it's really remarkable how well they do with that. So
It really
yeah,
is.
be glad to write a check for
That is.
Mary Sauter and the
That's
Pay It
awesome.
Forward Foundation or whatever they call it.
And then another thing, I just want to bring this up again like I did last episode. Here in a few weeks, you're going to start seeing us come up with a poll of different things, and this is going to be between Wes, myself, and Brian, that you listeners will be able to vote. And that what that's for is whoever gets last place overall points, you get to choose what the person that gets last does. Now, I got to thinking about this. We're going to need to start thinking about some of the options for them. And one good one might be, you know how every training camp, if you're a rookie,
I got a bad shoulder.
they have to sing a song. We're not playing. We're not going to get down and do. We're not going to
I
do.
got a
The,
bad shoulder.
we're not going to do the Oklahoma drill.
Okay.
But you know how they sing, you know, they get up and sing a song?
Hey, I'll run the whistle in the Oklahoma drill.
Joe, I had to learn the You and I Fight song, so I'd be more than happy
Yeah,
to sing
so that might be an option, you know. So, but we're going to come up with some good ones, and then we'll let
Okay.
the listeners make that pick. So,
Plus, if you want to be a guest picker on here, be sure to
Yeah.
reach out, and we will check your resume, and it might be you.
that's right. We will take you. We got a list of people that are doing it, but we'd like to get some more. And then we need one other thing too. We didn't talk about this last time, so we do have to have a tiebreaker. So, for instance, because we have total points, so you know, in the instance that there is a tie one week, then it goes to the record for that week. So, like, if there would have been a tie, obviously I would have won because I was
course.
7-1.
Yes.
Of course.
So just to keep that in mind for in the future weeks. So,
Okay.
anything else to say there, host?
So
it.
what if you guys tie and you both have the same record and lock? What then?
I'll make something up.
Okay.
So-
I knew you would. That's why I asked.
Sounds like a Bob W. to me.
Take it away, Brian.
Well, remember, life is short, death is certain, and everything else in between is worth talking about.
We'll see you next week.